It's the summertime is coming up. Salad season is back. Some of you are excited about that. I'm not much of a salad eater myself. I just wanted to do a quick, how many vegetarians do we have in the room? Several vegetarians. Wow, several vegetarians. So I have this recurring issue in my life that people look at me and assume that I'm a vegetarian. I don't know what kind of vibes I give off that people think I'm a vegetarian. I am not a vegetarian. I have never been a vegetarian. I have never flirted with vegetarianism. I do feel bad about being a carnivore literally every day of my life. I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately that have told me that I really shouldn't eat meat, and yet I continue. Being the awful, terrible, evil person that I am, feel free to tweet later about how terrible I am, because I know too. Growing up, I grew up in a really American household. You know, we had our steak, we had our potatoes. In 2010, we kind of got on the healthy eating craze, which means we ate steak and potatoes, but also kale sometimes. And that was the kind of childhood that I grew up with. We used to do this thing where if we had an article of furniture that we didn't need anymore, we would take it into our yard and we would burn it ceremoniously. I'm not kidding, we would invite friends over, we would call up our neighbors, we'd be like, guys, we're burning a couch today. You have to come, we would have beers and burgers, it would be a great time. So that was the kind of environment that I grew up in. There was this one year that my family, we decided to do something that was like a little bit too meat-eatery for me, looking back on it. What we did was there was a farm near us, and they had this program that was about learning where your food comes from. So what you would do is 4 months in advance, you would call this farm and you would say, I want to order an entire lamb. And what they would do in the interim period is send you pictures of a lamb. They send you pictures of it frolicking in a field, with its family, enjoying its time being alive and outside. And then one day the pictures stop coming and you get a phone call that your lamb is ready for you to pick up. To take home a fuzzy, beautiful, live creature. You get a box with vacuum-sealed pieces of that creature that used to be alive. They give it to you in a box, and they give you everything. They give you every single part of the lamb. They give you the brain and the lungs and all of the stuff that you basically just don't want, but they're like, this is important of learning where your food comes from. And so me and my family, my dad was like, we're going to eat every single piece of this lamb. To honor the life that the lamb gave for us. I do not feel good about knowing what a lamb's half-formed brain tastes like. So the room is now silent. I always think about, after that story, I think a lot about what the world would be like if other animals ruled the planet and they ate us. Because we don't call lamb baby sheep, we call it lamb, which I think is kind of fucked up, that we don't just call it what it is. And I like to think that if someday in the future when, apes or something take over the planet and they eat us as a thing, what are they gonna call baby human? They can't just call it baby, that doesn't sound good. It's not a very grocery store friendly term. And I'll walk into the grocery store and be like, oh, it's got some chicken, it's got some pork. Oh, baby, that's what it is. I love eating unformed fetuses and things like that. So I like to think of all of the names they might think of us. They might call it Scout. It's you pick it up there, it's got it. They'd be like, oh, it's got a gamey flavor to it. I'm like, but it used to be alive. So I struggle with that pretty much every day of my life. I am trying to cut down on my meat eating currently. It's not going well. If any of you have any tips about becoming a vegetarian, I would love to hear them because I have been filled with guilt since I was 15 years old. So hopefully tonight's show does not leave me with more guilt than I usually have in my life. I hope you guys really enjoy our last show of the year. We hope to see you all back here next year when things are going to be fun and cool and minus 4 of us. So we're really excited you all came here tonight and we hope you guys enjoy our show.